And then
I hope I don't cry, guys.
the most traumatizing modules of my life, bro. What? Internal medicine.
What was it?
Let's already start with the return name. The night before. I don't even know. I promise you, the internal is a big module. I read 2 slides, Ravisa. 2 slides. TB, HIV. And then I think I fell asleep. I was supposed to wake up and do question papers. And then I didn't wake up on time and I was like, I'm so... I literally was like, what am I gonna do? Literally, what I woke up that morning late and I was like... That was the time when I checked.
I think I came to your room so we revised because we always revise in the morning
together,
like
yeah.
3 hours before the exams, you know. Yeah.
I remember that day I was
It was like I only read
2 slides.
2 slides.
Only TB, HIV.
Of
Imagine in the whole internal medicine, just those two. And we also had to do dermatology. I didn't read anything on derma.
I think what I did was during the weekend, I read dermatology and I read a few slides on internal medicine.
Okay.
And I will not lie, guys, during the semester, study.
Yeah.
I don't know, maximize it.
I was gonna say the only reason I passed internal med was because during the semester I read.
Yeah.
Because when I went to write that exam, I was writing with knowledge from a module I did first. Internal was our first rotation. So imagine
March.
a module I did in March. That's what I was writing my exam with, bruh.
Exactly.
Then,
So
I still panicked. I didn't want to write. I remember I even texted Philip. I'm like, what's gonna happen if I don't show up? Then he's like, bro, we all didn't study. Just come. And I don't know, man. Internal medicine last year was like, it was very personal for me because it was one of my favorite modules. So I really put pressure on myself to do well in internal medicine. So when I checked, I only read 2 slides there. I was already like, I'm gone, I'm going home. I don't want this degree anymore. Exactly. Because I already knew, like, if I'm being realistic, there's no way I'm gonna do as good as I wanted to do. And I already knew, like, it broke me a little, man, because I really wanted to do well in internal because it was like one of my favorite modules.
Exactly.
And then I don't know, I prayed for them, so I was like, just come write. And then I went to write, and the Lord came through, bruh.
Yeah.
Literally, the Lord came through.
So,
But Israel also came through. Everything
again,
that Israel
shout
taught
out
us.
to Israel, guys.
He saved my academic year, guys. Yo!
I think they used to offer us tutorials.
Yeah,
late,
especially
so
during, we were in internal, then there was lockdown.
Yeah.
We were at home for like 2 months doing nothing, and all we were doing was reading internal because that was our last rotation. So that also saved us.
yeah.
And Israel used to teach us the examinations. Oh, it was a vibe.
Biology.
The derma stations were a bit hectic because I really didn't read derma.
But okay, the lady took from the doctor.
she took from her slides.
Yeah, she took from his slides. Technically, if you read, then you would have gotten them. But
All I know is all the TB and HIV questions I was with.
I feel like you never come out of an internal medicine exam and you're just second.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so unpredictable.
Yeah.
It's so unpredictable. I went into a small depression after that. And then I didn't have time because the next day was the OSCE. So I literally had to put my feelings in a box and just hold them in.
And I think our OSCEs were on a Thursday.
Yes, we're on a
And we're
Thursday.
the last group. So guys, sometimes being in the last group is
It's not,
nice.
but
Because you have
sometimes
time to study. But sometimes it's just like
because it means if we were the last group, I think we went in midday. We finished around 4 o'clock.
yeah.
And then the next day is psychiatry.
8 o'clock. It's not even like 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
8 o'clock in the morning for psychiatry.
So
guys.
that exam time they will finish me.
Yeah, so
Okay, let's talk about internal OSCE.
guys,
I don't even know where to start.
personally I panic a lot, eh? Like I just black out completely. So I decided that day, I texted my seniors like, "I guys, can I please have propanolol?
Yes.
My heart rate has needs to be. I need to be
You
relaxed.
need to chill.
I need to chill."
For me, I was scared to take it because I was like, I've never used it before. What if I have side effects that morning? I was
For
so
me, it
scared.
helped me. So I'm glad I took the propanolol. But either way, it's not like it did much of it.
Funny, I was too. Yeah. Our internal was so traumatizing, bruh. Okay, let's talk about how we studied first and then the actual.
Okay,
OSCE.
okay.
This was now Wednesday after internal medicine. I think, when did we gather?
We went to Block 6.
Yeah, we always go to Block C.
I'm not lie, guys. I don't wanna lie, bro. during the rotation, you're not examining patients.
It
And
will
now
show.
it's when you're going to come, on the hand you're looking for clubbing.
It will really
It
show.
will show.
I think examinations we were comfortable
Yeah.
because Israel really taught us.
Mhm.
It's the content.
It's
How
the
we must put
content.
all this content in our
Mm.
head.
How-
These murmurs are like this. These murmurs mean what?
And how
this
to
one, what?
report back.
These are the differential. All of that in.
Preparation went well.
Mhm.
Yeah, preparing for the OSCEs, but
There's nothing more you felt like, oh, I should have read this because I think we managed to cover everything.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
And then it was time to.
But we also worked in a group. Don't sit in your room alone thinking that you will finish that whole book by yourself. You won't.
Yeah, I feel like personally, I don't like studying alone. I do when it's like minor things, not for OSCE.
When you have time, then
Yeah.
you study alone. But
Yeah.
when it's crunch time, you must go put brains
Especially
together.
during exam and the
No.
dentistry building.
Eh.
I still remember. I can see.
Didn't they offer us food even? Yes, I hadn't eaten the whole day. And then we paused for a bit and I realized, shit, I didn't eat. What if I like faint with it? And then I think Masika brought us like a plate of something to snack on because we were like,
Chicken.
yeah, it was chicken. Oh,
And then we ate. I think it was all relaxed ate. So we had written station
yes,
and then 4
like examination stations.
exams. Yeah, because I started with the written.
Mm.
You get images, you get like chest x-rays to interpret ECGs, everything.
Then that whole, you know that small Oxford book, the emergency section, know everything there. Because they how to manage seizures, how to manage the arrhythmias, all the ECG things, everything that comes in acute in internal medicine, know that,
Technically.
know all of those.
I think most of it was emergency aid. I
Yeah.
don't remember anything that had to
Everything
be-
and ABGs like metabolic acidosis, those all the emergency case, everything
Yeah.
that will bring someone to big room in the middle of the night, know that.
and blood gases also at the DKA.
Yeah,
like
and
you
a
said.
DKA.
And yeah, they will ask you because now you are 40 guys, you are big.
You are
You must
big.
know how to manage what is the dosage of the
And I
medication.
think even this year, Dr. Fasika told us our written stations were the worst. So learn from our
Yeah.
mistakes and make sure you know that content.
Yeah.
CTs that we had to
We had
the-
CTs.
Yeah, the imaging checklist.
Hyperkalemia and ECG. You
My
should know,
dear.
guys. There's no way of doing an exam for internal medicine without doing hyperkalemia and an ECG.
Honestly, pulmonary embolism,
Mhm.
all those things are always needed.
Yeah.
And then now the examination stations. Yo. Till this day, guys, there's a patient from the abdominal station that haunts me till this day. I promise you, when I finish when I finish that OSCE, every day in the holiday, I would have a nightmare of that boy's face because I missed. He had a Verko's node, and I missed it, bruh. The depression that hit me after that.
You know, after the OSCEs, that's when people were saying, yeah, because
Everyone was like, it was a Verko's node because I thought it was anemia because the only thing I picked up was pallor.
the boy was pale.
Yeah,
the
he was so pale.
with Ngwara chips.
Basically,
Bald head.
he was a cancer patient, but if you miss the signs, how are you gonna get to that diagnosis?
You know those kids you see in movies with leukemia that are on chemotherapy? Typical.
That boy's face, but even now if I close my eyes, I literally see.
Yeah, they run like from the head until the feet like that. May I even ask, doctor, are you sure
Are
you
you
only want
sure?
a general? Then I did. You guys, I may not pick up anything. I was like,
Oh,
it's only pale.
and the boy even took off he had a beanie on and he took it off to show Kucha, bro, I'm bald, I'm going through chemo, giving you a hint, but my brain wasn't thinking about it. It really just wasn't thinking about
I
it.
think when doctor asked me what are your differentials, I was like, the boy is having cancer. I was like, what type of cancer? The movies I hear leukemia. I was like, leukemia.
I think I didn't even mention cancer. I went with the approach of anemia. So I was mentioning now microcytic, and that's how my
And the
OSCE
doctor
went.
let you
And she
get-
was trying to lead me there, but my brain literally just said no. Because she was like, what else could be causing his anemia? Okay, what else? I'm just there like, it can't
I'm
be
telling you,
my...
when your mind decides to go in a thought block,
Oh,
it's blocked.
you can't revive it. It
Yeah,
was
you-
just not my portion to pass that station.
I think the rest station I think was fine.
That's what
All I
for
know,
me.
it was
I
fine.
examined, and then I finished. Just when the guy was like, "Okay, so what's your diagnosis?" I think I said pleural effusion, possibly due to what, because the findings for me were significant. It
Lower
was a
downwards.
pleural effusion, yeah. And then just when we had to discuss now differentials, the bell rang, so that was done for me. But I feel like at least just on examination alone, I managed to get all the signs. I didn't get to discuss the diagnosis, but that was it.
I examined, finished, and then we discussed, and then I finished. Yeah,
Really? You
yeah.
finished? I
I got
didn't
to
raise my
investigations, your differentials.
Did
Yeah,
you?
I think I managed to finish. And then we moved on. I think it was
Cardiovascular.
In my whole life.
Guys, this is just from our group. The OSCE had like so many different groups. People
We
had
had
so
3
many
cycles.
different, with 3 cycles. People had different patients. People had different doctors. We
Yeah.
were in the same group, so we're only talking about our experience.
Yeah, cycle C.
Never cardiovascular.
They had demons.
We're not gonna
in
mention
the-
which doctor we had,
Yeah.
but she's intense.
You walk in, she's already angry.
The atmosphere is just.
He's good afternoon. I would like you to do a focused cardiovascular exam.
Don't do run-on commentary. Don't tell me what you're finding. Just examine and give me a diagnosis.
Imagine I'm in Canada and you're calling me and
Yeah.
you want me to manage this patient.
Don't tell me signs, don't tell me symptoms, tell me a diagnosis. And I'm like, okay, ma'am. Now I'm there, I'm running second of this. Don't waste time, examine the patient.
I was confused.
And she was like, the man was a little bit in distress, so she's like, don't move him, just like how he's sitting there, examine like that. I was like, okay. There was a lot going on in that section.
I think I cried and that I know.
It was so tense, that I finished, and like cardiovascular personally wasn't my strong suit. Those moments, they are confused in my brain. They were confused.
I think
in
it's
my
a
brain.
skill.
It really is. So I used to confuse. The type of moments used to be confusing. The only thing I knew was when there's a pen systolic. The only sound I know how to pick.
I feel like the mamas were all over. At every valve you're
There was
calculating.
something. So like I had to now put it in my brain together with like peripheral symptoms. But I
Because
was
the
like,
patient had massive clubbing.
yeah, there was clubbing. The patient actually ended up having a tricuspid leakage with a loud P2, meaning there was like pulmonary hypertension footage. But I think I said mitral leakage. I think I ended up saying mitral leakage, and she asked me, "What is that?"
She stood up and came to put her stethoscope.
She literally
She's like, listen to her.
She's like, come. And she dragged her hand, she puts her the stethoscope, and she's like, listen to this. What is that, mama? What is that? I don't work well under pressure. Me personally, I panic under pressure. I know it's a pen systolic name, but mitral leakage also gives you pen systolic. But then she was like, specifically here, it's loudest in this area. And I'm looking down,
And then she's like,
okay, it's a tricuspid leakage.
I think for me, it's just like, hey, the bell is already ringing. What must I do? Hey, you don't have marks. What must I do for you? What
And
must
I
I
feel
do?
like she didn't even watch how I was examining. Like, I know how to examine. Give me marks for those. Give me the marks for being nice to the patient.
yes,
The lady was like the diagnosis.
Just like, quickly, give me the differentials of the tricuspid
Yes.
regurgitation. I'm like, oh, guys.
Now your brain is already like.
It's on pressure, the bell rang. The
Me
doctor is telling me.
personally, under pressure, I will crumble. I will really crumble. Like, tricuspid radius is not that complicated, but because the environment was so tense, I was just like,
It was getting hot.
I was just looking at her like, it's fine, bruh. Just write what you write. It's fine, I'm going.
I walked out and I was like, I probably got a 0 in the cardiovascular
Definitely
station,
not
eh?
0.
Yeah, and then my next station was neuro.
Yeah, the next one was neuro.
Neuro was good.
Neuro went well.
This
I
is-
personally felt like neuro went well. I think because as students, they were all scared of neurology, so we all focused so much on neurology. And it paid off because you know how to examine, you're comfortable, you don't look awkward when you're doing those reflexes. Because the worst thing is they shouldn't be able to see that you look awkward. Like, you should look like you do this every day.
You must be comfortable.
Yeah.
Even
and you
the way
must
you
pick up
walk
those
in.
signs. Like, and it must also make sense now. The person can't be like hyper-reflexive, but they have increased tone of like it must make
Your
the
things
pattern
must
must make sense. Yeah. So it's okay to sometimes like if the thing is don't make sense, the signs that you picked up, and you're not sure of one of them, it's okay to like just let that one go and go with the ones that are most consistent with a legit diagnosis. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like peak, if it's upper motor neuron
Yeah.
region, go with those signs. If
If
it's
though
lower,
they are more for upper motor, then go with that because it's probably that. Like, and if you're not certain about the one that was maybe for lower motor, leave that one. It's
yeah.
fine.
Because as we got an upper motor neuron
Yes,
region,
we
and it
had.
was a transverse myelitis.
Literally.
Yeah, everything was there. Brisk reflexes,
Yeah.
upgoing Babinski.
The lady actually had really nice eyes. You could
Yeah.
you could elicit them properly.
Yes.
And I think the doctor we had was also, she was okay. It was not too tense.
Yeah, it didn't put
You
pressure.
know, just tell me what you know and do what you can do.
Investigate.
It's something we studied more so.
Yeah, I think internal med OSCEs were really quite traumatizing. I cried a lot. And mind you, I'm writing
Psych the next day.
Psych the next day at 8 o'clock.
Yola.
So I was crying. Then I had to call my mom, just for some motivation. She was like,
I think
go.
that day, after exams, we always go together with a group and you discuss what happened. When the people told me there was a workers' note that I missed, I went to my room and I broke down, bruh. I was like, no, I'm not studying with you guys. You guys won't see me today. I went to my room and I sat in the bathroom on the floor, like full on mental break. The whole exam stress came out that day. Everything that. And I was like, you don't have time. But at that point, I was just so over it.
Cried.
I was over it, bro. I was so certain I was not going to write psych. I was certain I was coming back for summer school for internal or medicine.
I was like, I'm coming back for summer school for surgery.
Yeah, for surgery, my skin even.
Internal med. I don't know about psychiatry tomorrow.
I was so over it. I think I cried and then I cried myself to sleep. Now, mind you, this is my whole afternoon. I'm writing psych tomorrow, and psych.
We finished around 5.
Yes, we finished around psych, about around 5.
Yeah.
Psych is no child's play. It already took people tooth and nail to qualify for that exam.
Guys.
I think I cried myself to sleep, and then I woke up and it was maybe around 7 o'clock. And then I was like, you know what, man? I'm going to live my best life. I woke up, got dressed because I realized I hadn't eaten anything that whole day. I went to a restaurant, got myself a cocktail, got myself a good meal, and I was like, my holiday starts today.
She forgot your writing psychiatry.
I didn't forget. I was just like, fuck that shit. I don't care. Literally. But I didn't have alcohol though. I had a non-alcoholic. And because like the inner version in me can't give up on school like that, I was at that restaurant studying. I was going through psych questions.
I feel like anything that brings you back on track and
Yeah.
Keeps you sane during exams, do that.
Do what you need to do, bro.
Yeah.
Do what you need to do. I think I was just I was at a low, but I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna write this psych exam. But I was still studying because I'm not a quitter, I can't quit. And then I was reading MCQs while I was at that restaurant, got back home, had a nice meal, and then I think I took a nap again, then I woke up and then I started studying for psych.
I think it was like we had just wrote our second test somewhere before our exams. So I was like, second test chapters. I'm not
because you don't have time to go reread.
You have no time, guys.
Because at that point, it was just like whatever happens, as long as we know that we are going home after this, it's holiday. Whether we failed or not, it's holiday.
And at that point, I was not even aiming like 80s in psych. I just want a 50.
I just want to pass. And she chowed us by the matching. I won't even lie. She almost wiped us out with that match.
You know what's agnosia? I still remember the words.
Those weird words.
DSM-5 and first aid.
First aid really came through.
Yeah, and in fourth year, I'm not really required to know management things, so it's more theoretical.
It's more the theory.
Yeah.
Oh, just the thought of internal is actually like, wow, there's a lot going on here.
But all in all, the exam season comes like, boom.
And then it's gone. You literally blink in it's holiday and you're like, yo, I don't know if I made it or not.
Yeah.
I think, there are times when you feel like, oh, I died. And then fourth year was the first time where you actually felt like, yo, there's a chance I could be repeating some modules. Like literally, I think that's the first time I felt. I felt like I was so certain that I didn't pass internal. And then by psych, I was just like, I was certain for surgery. Really?
We are going to
surgery, I think the OSCE and some of the written really went well, but the urology part scared. Yes, you know why we were scared of surgery? The lady told us in the OSCE, told us how many people failed. But I think she was also talking about the urology station.
Was it half of the class even?
It was so many people, you had to think you failed. I think so. During your OSCE, the lady is like, you guys must prepare yourself for summer school because half of you guys failed. More than half actually.
More than half.
Yeah.
75%
I think
of
she
the
had
class.
said 57 of you failed that station. The written and what That's what many people thought I had surgery.
Yeah. What advice would you give to a fourth year student?
So fourth year. Now it's too late to say that what you did in the semester counts, but now what I will say is prioritize. As a student, you know most likely what they like to ask, so prioritize. There's no way you're going to cover it all, so prioritize. If you have strong points in this, focus on your weak points so you equally distribute your study. If you know you're good in internal, why are you gonna try and get a distinction in internal when you know your grades is only at a 40%? You get what I mean? So
and don't panic, I feel like that one day that you have can still make such a
difference.
Yeah, such a huge difference, As much as you feel like I only have a few hours, I'm running out of time, I didn't do the most during the rotation.
Powerful things happen in those last minute gang. You know the vibes.
I'm sure this was not your first time writing exams.
Magic happens in those last few hours. Your brain catches things like never before, bruh.
Yeah.
So you can do this.
Yeah.
It's possible. But prioritize, literally prioritize. And also be okay with failure. I'm not saying be lazy and dukes and whatever, but be open to the fact that you are not probably gonna do as well as you think you're gonna do. So yeah,
I feel like aim for a pass. For me, aim for a pass,
Literally.
Yeah, just aim for a pass.
We know how you made students are. You guys were all top achievers, what, so failing is hard, but you need to get comfortable with the fact that everybody can fail. Even the kid who was number one, everyone can fail. You need to get comfortable with that.
Because fourth year is a major transition.
It's a major transition.
Yeah.
And because there's just so little time there, even if you're the best student, guys, it's possible to fail. One day, sometimes it's just not your day.
I feel like failure, it doesn't mean that you don't know.
Yeah.
Like whatever they asked in the exam was just shit you didn't read.
Exactly.
Period.
And it's not the end of the world. There's supplementaries, there's summer school. Those are second chances that you shouldn't play with.
And that's a good thing about you.
That's the good thing about you now. Second chances.
Second chances, But
you guys will be fine.
All the best, man. I don't know. It's doable.
Eat your holiday. When you guys are done, eat your holiday.
Yeah.
I know you guys will have codes and electives, but enjoy it.
Enjoy.
As much as you are learning, enjoy it.
Before fifth year.
It only gets worse. I'm like, fifth year actually gets better for some reason.
Depends.
I don't know about exam season fifth year, but fifth year in terms of being a student and learning content, it makes
things start making sense.
The knowledge makes sense in your head now. Yeah. So it's easier to grasp concepts and to manage patience. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this kind of content, if it was helpful for you, please comment, please share with your fellow med students. Anyone, it doesn't have to be UNAM students, anyone who's in med school, we all go through these struggles. The beauty of med school is that you are never alone. You should never feel alone.
And it's a repetition.
It's a repetition.
From first year to sixth year, it's a repetition. And also, I guess, if you guys want to see more med school content, please talk to the girl.
We will film the content for you. Anyways, like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching this video. Until the next one.
Bye.